Shout out to his family.
Welcome to the Too Much Dip Podcast. It's Monday. My name's Dave. Joining me in studio, per usual, the man with 3 non-consecutive E's, it's Dylan. Shivery.
You left off an E, but it's fine. It's 4.
What did I say?
You said 3.
Is it really 4?
Yeah, you don't see that anywhere. Yeah, 4, man. If you go to my Instagram, which is at dshivery,
right.
you can count all of them. Also, check out the hot pic of Bay and me. Not a big deal.
You know, you solicited this on...
You set me up
Circling
for it,
back.
dog. What do you expect?
I really didn't. I just said your name. I introduced you to the podcast.
You guys hear Tom Brady's coming back?
It's a segment we're about to get to after fun and easy banter. Let me
Brett's
introduce
here.
our special co-host, filling in for KJ, who loved Vegas so much he ran it back.
Yeah, he's in Vegas.
Into a Monday.
Oh my God.
Monday in Vegas is tough. But let me
KJ's
be,
legitimately built different. Let me just say that.
let me be the first, Dave, to wish your Duncanville Panthers a congratulations on state.
He took state, huh?
3-peat.
No shit.
Would have been a 4-peat, but the pandemic shut down the
Man.
UIL tournament. But yeah,
Can you say dynasty?
absolute dynasty. Check out 5-star Anthony Black, your MVP. Currently,
Where's he going?
We were looking at this earlier.
We were.
They're
We
saying
were.
and leaning Oklahoma State
Really?
with Baylor mixed in, but everybody's recruiting him. I bet he'll stay in the Big 12. I don't imagine a scenario when, no offense to my pokes, but you'd choose Okie State over Baylor. But Okie State's had some good players. They've had a few years ago. They had Marcus Smart, right?
Marcus Smart did go to Oklahoma
He was
State.
he was a fun player at Okie State.
I mean, they just had the number 1 overall pick,
That's true.
Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham.
Not a big deal, but kind of a big deal.
He's
Dylan's
in
a big-
Detroit, so he's easy to forget about. No offense.
Dylan's a big Sooner basketball fan. They've had a couple guys like Trey Young. For
Trey
example.
Young,
Not a
good
big
player.
Sooner.
Very good player.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Did Texas
Blake
make?
Griffin.
Texas
talk
got the
about-
6th seed, by the way. How about that?
Don't care.
That doesn't make. I've got issues with that. We'll get to that later.
The best athlete to ever go through the University of Texas is, of course, a basketball player.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Okay.
I don't think that's even. I don't think that's an argument.
Debatable?
Debatable. Like, who?
He's a
Ricky?
top 10 NBA player all time. Y'all give him that?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
I would give him that.
Top 20 for sure. Top 10, I think it's probably borderline.
To have a Longhorn up
He
there.
put up a 50-piece
Basketball?
last night.
A program that historically has never won a national championship.
Well, you got
They did make
Kevin-
the Final Four.
For me, it goes Kevin Durant, 1A, 1B, Brian Boddicker,
I thought Scotty Scheffler.
Garrett Gilbert's got to be up there with
double
with those
G's,
two.
1C, Scotty Scheffler, good
top
one.
5.
You
Yeah.
could argue.
Then it's like Earl Campbell's down there.
Let me say this.
Say it, bitch.
People love when you intro like that. Jordan Spieth will be in the conversation if he's not already. For
Gentle,
greatest Texas athlete of all time.
Gentle Ben, of course, has got 2 green jackets.
2-time major winner.
Not a big deal.
What's Jordan have? 4? 5?
Majors?
Yeah.
Green jackets?
One
Gold
green
jacket, green jacket. You guys see this movie?
Of course, the movie Dylan's referencing is Happy Gilmore.
3 majors for Jordan. None since 2017.
He's chasing that PGA
He is.
for the career Grand Slam,
Best was 2nd.
the Spieth Slam. We'll get to golf later, but I'm finding it very difficult to watch Jordan Spieth. Not just because it's a wild ride, but his pre-shot gives me anxiety. The over-the-top move he's replicating.
Oh, I
Oh,
haven't
he
seen
does
this.
he does like the pump drill, right?
I don't like
Is
it.
it Alex Noren-esque? You see what he does.
Where he
He's-
drops it
he-
down.
he's-
No, it's not. He just comes over the top. I don't know what he's trying to get a feel. And it's a feel that me as a recreational golfer, I just don't understand.
Right.
They say the feel is you want to be slinging your right arm like a frisbee.
That's what
know,
they'll teach
kinda
you when
tuck
you
it.
yeah, that's how you play a draw.
Get that elbow in front of your hand. Dylan and I don't do that because we have baseball swings.
I need to glue my right elbow to my side, man. My approach shots, I pull the ball. That's because I let my arms get out in front of me too much.
Sure. I know it well.
Oof.
I've been there.
Yeesh.
We got
Anyway.
a big show. We missed a lot last week. We recorded on. Did we record Tuesday? No, we
Yeah.
recorded Monday. KJ was remote, but like right after we hit the stop button, some news dropped. We had a lot of NFL news, and we'll get to that. Before we jump into it, actually, let's continue this fun and easy banter. I forgot about this. Brett,
Yeah,
are you still doing beer league hockey?
I am. In fact, played
Did-
last Thursday night and went home at about 1 in the morning.
Okay, so I saw you post a story. You were hanging out with Randy and the boys.
Yeah, Randy actually just declined that invitation, so I went to a patio without Randy.
You just went and hung out with Randy's friends.
See, Randy went to
Who are now
work.
your
No,
friends?
Randy went to work out instead of going to Perla's patio.
Well, that's a guy. That's a guy that probably had a date that week. But more on that.
Oh, yeah.
No, we won't do him like
Little
that.
T-spike before a date.
I know that move.
Oh, yeah.
So the beer league. So your hockey league is now not only in the morning. They're doing night games. They've switched it up.
So right now it's not an official league. Tuesday morning is basically organized skate.
Is it drop in?
Basically,
Okay.
yeah, we're like there's no refs. But last Thursday I filled in a legit game in the league. Basically, I didn't join this league soon enough, so I am in the spring league, which starts in like April. That's going to be official, and I will have a team. I will have a number. I will actually probably have stats that you can look up.
How'd you do in your fill-in role?
1 goal, 1 assist, +2, couple good bad checks.
You put one on the net?
I put one in the net.
That's what I mean.
Put a lot on the net, actually. It was a good
one in the
game,
net.
yeah. Their goalie was standing on his head a little bit. We lost 6-5.
Did you go, which hole did you go?
Good question.
I didn't go 5. I went over the left hand, my left,
Stick side?
goalie's right, not stick side. I
Glove
guess it was
side.
stick side.
Glove side.
Yeah, it was stick side pad.
Did you go top titties on him?
No,
You go top shelf?
no, because I don't play like that, Dylan.
Did
I try to bury the biscuit.
Did you
To create
knuckle
rebounds.
puck from mid-ice, half-ice? What's it called?
Center ice.
Center
Center
ice. You could go
Did
with.
you go knuckle puck?
No, usually you don't try to knuckle puck because it's much harder to control, which is kind of the idea of a knuckle puck. I get it, but
I simply would have knuckle pucked from
you've never shot
center
a
ice.
puck in your life. We were saying, how many would you get in Vegas if you were out in the middle of the ice doing that thing?
I wouldn't miss.
No, you would.
I
When
would
it-
not.
the guy didn't miss either, and then it got dark, and he had no idea. What
What's
was going on.
what's the level of strategy? Are you guys cycling the puck,
Did you dangle on
or is
his
it
ass?
just fast break central?
Couple dangles? It's wide open. It's track meet hockey.
It's you get it. You're putting it off the boards and you're trying to take it all the way.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a guy coming down the ice with you, but you're not trying to throw it back out
No.
to the blue line.
Y'all aren't checking, right?
No,
You don't-
we
you don't hit a
you don't
player.
wear shoulder pads.
Oh, really?
Well, some guys, if you have like a wife and kids, some guys wear like full shields and shoulder pads. The more the risk takers.
You wear a cage, though, right?
I wear a half shield. I have halvesies.
Wear a cage, man. You're
I
gonna,
don't wear
you're
a
gonna
mouth
catch a
guard
puck to
either.
the.
I know. I
You're gonna lose
totally
some
am.
teeth, dog.
I totally am. But it's fun, man. It's a
I
good
would
time.
have. I probably would have dangled somebody to sleep and just slipped one right by him.
You could.
That's my move.
I mean, in theory,
Honestly,
that's
that's
doable.
my move, Dave.
But a lot of the guys, man, the thing about Austin is there's such little ice out there that the talent gets pretty concentrated. And so it's a really good league. Guys are from all over the place. Got a guy from Edmonton. Shouts to Harbs. He's from Houston, but he's a good hockey player. Shouts to Kyle. He's from upstate New York, actually. Right.
Gotta say, Kyle, not the best hockey
His
name.
name's Kyle Smith. I mean, we don't. There's
Come
not a whole lot we can do with that.
If your
but
last name is Smith,
Smithy?
you can't go.
you could
Kyle.
go Smitty, but I don't think
Smitty.
he's
We
not
had a
Smitty.
Smitty.
Smits.
We have
Smitty?
Nails.
Nails.
Yeah,
Nails is a
Rochester
good one.
kid.
What
Great
are you?
dude.
What are they calling you?
I don't have one yet.
Hair?
I don't
Kid with the
ask
hair.
him.
Floppy-haired fuck?
You don't ask for a nickname. You just have to earn it.
Worst to ever do it.
I didn't
No,
say
probably
that.
not that. We have
He said
Fitzy. Fitzy's a Rochester guy.
Fitzy's classic.
Our dads played softball together. How about that?
That's pretty wild.
Small world.
Is he a Saratoga guy?
No, Rochester.
Okay.
So my dad's from Rochester.
We all buzzing though.
Yeah, we're buzzing. I was watching their game. The boys support the boys. Like they had a playoff game before us. They stayed to watch our game that meant nothing afterwards. And then we went and beers at the bar.
That's something you would never
This
you would
place,
never
by the
partake
way,
in, Dylan.
Dylan, you
You
would
would've
love
left.
this place.
Why?
It's got hockey rinks. It's got baseball fields. It's got sand volleyball, beach volleyball.
Sounds like a
and-
complex.
And a bar. It's called the Crossover.
Dude, I
up in
live
Cedar
above the
Park.
net.
I mean, beach volleyball looks like exhausting to me.
Yeah.
I feel like this segment has just been Dylan inflating his athletic prowess in sports that he doesn't really play.
Oh, come on, man.
It's a new segment
Yeah,
alert.
it's hockey and beach volleyball. Also, I
Are
did
you allowed
some-
to hit a slap shot in your league?
Yeah, but if you
frowned
put it up
upon.
high, it's like it's frowned upon. You can, but you got to make sure you know where it's going
Right.
because nobody's trying to catch a puck in the
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah.
Even
Just do a little wrister here and there.
Yeah, just snap one on. Just
Yeah,
wristy.
that's all you
Keep the
gotta
puck
do.
low. Put it on the pads.
Dave probably can't even do a wrister.
Can I tell you that I did
I live
something
in
this
front of the
weekend?
net. I've got Pav tips.
Yeah, you got to be careful to stand in front of the net, though.
You know
man.
Pav can tip it.
Again, shouts to Pavs signed a contract.
Let's
Stay
go.
with the Stars. I did something this weekend though, Dave, for the first time in my adult life. That has to do with sports.
Okay. Go ahead.
I bought a jersey. I bought a real jersey.
Okay.
Sabres Heritage Classic cream jerseys
Dylan?
for like $190. My
Sounds
first
dope.
ever authentic jersey, and I want to do the shadow box.
What's
thing
the
where
name
you-
on the back?
Nobody. It's just solo.
Oh shit.
I
You
know.
should get it custom
Get
to
married.
you.
No, I don't
Or
want to
Schmerman.
Get big
no,
game.
you can't
Big
do
game.
that.
At
You can't do
Schmerman.
that.
Or Woden.
I'm not going to do that either. But nobody on the Sabres right now deserves a jersey buy. So I kept
Hey,
it open for.
Hey,
the
why didn't
time
you
being.
buy one of those Sabres hats that you sent yesterday?
Oh, the drip hats.
Yeah. Why didn't you get one of those?
I don't think they look good on me. They're yellow, and the logo
I mean,
looks like it has.
It's basically our Too Much Dip logo.
That's true. Yeah, we're a color away from being questionable there. But anyway, yeah, I don't want a hat that looks like it's been in the rain.
Sure, among other things. Hey, speaking of in the rain, how about
I want
DraftKings?
to know.
I can't stand the rain.
Here's the deal. The teams have been fighting all season long to secure their shot at being crowned a champion.
Like Texas A&M, right?
Wow, dude.
It's completely unnecessary, but correct. I see what you're doing. Just as the teams are in pursuit of glory, DraftKings Sportsbook is giving their new customers a shot at royalty with 40-1 odds on any college basketball game. Bet $5 on any college basketball team to win their next game, and if they win, DraftKings will pay out $200 in free bets. DraftKings Sportsbook has nearly endless ways to get in on the action, from same-game parlays to future betting. Feel the sweat with DraftKings now. Everyone can enter DraftKings' free $1 million March Mania Survivor Pod, but must enter before tip-off, Dylan, before tip-off on March 19th. Each day of games, pick one team that you think will win that day. If the team you choose wins, you survive to pick another team for the next day of games. Remember, you can only choose each team once, so choose carefully for your shot at $1 million in total prizes. Here's what you need to do. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code WASHED. Throw down just $5 on the college basketball game of your choice and get $200 in free bets if the team you choose wins. That's code WASHED at DraftKings Sportsbook. We missed a lot in the NFL. We missed a lot last week.
Mm-hmm. Quite
Which
a bit
day do
happened.
you want to go over? There's something every day.
Jerry has a kid from another mother.
Is this alleged?
Jerry
or is it
Jones. He's
fact-
being
straight up
well.
facts?
He's being sued. He may have a daughter who's in her 20s and who's involved in GOP politics. Was an intern in the Trump White House. That's not the big story. Maybe it is the big story. Yesterday, Mike Tirico broke the news to me. Tom Brady, TB12, known to many, is back.
He is unretired.
40 days, right?
Was that the number?
I don't know why that's sticking in my head, but I believe it's something like 40 days.
I thought I saw 26, but that can't be enough.
It could be that too.
You can't look this stuff up.
Yeah, he's coming back. He felt it in his heart. He felt it in his plums. Had to get back in there with the boys, give it one more ride. At least one more.
Probably one more.
I don't know. I mean, he's gonna be 45. You still got time, Dylan. How much do you have eligibility?
What sport we talking?
Football.
I've never thrown a meaningful pass in a game.
Have you
ever.
played a college football season or college season of anything? Like, do you have eligibility left? So you can
Pocket
theoretically go for 3 years,
He's a good pocket pool player.
get out, and still have 4 in the league. And that's what Tom Brady's got.
Yeah, I just think my time is past. Again, I took a couple snaps in middle school as a quarterback. Didn't throw a pass. Some great handoffs though.
Yep.
And that was the extent of my quarterbacking, organized quarterbacking. So yeah, I don't think that I have
Okay.
But thank you for thinking of me.
We'll get you out some 7-on-7. You
Still have
can
a
rip it around.
Still
a
have a
bit.
cannon though.
So does Phil. You see Phil throw it around in the fairway?
I'm not worried about.
Phil's got a great arm.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
And some interesting takes, you were saying.
What's someone saying that? Is we have to assume Gronk's going to join him?
I believe
Dude,
so.
I
And I think
really-
they'll make a funny commercial about it.
I
where
really
Gronk's
hope not.
in his
He's
parents' house. And he's like, oh, man, I have to go play football again for millions of dollars and have a supermodel wife or girlfriend.
I know he's still useful, but I mean, I just feel like at some point, like Gronk, somebody's got to tell Gronk, like,
Hey.
dude,
Remember that his, at the time, believed to be his final touchdown ball was auctioned for over $500,000.
I believe that was
500
yesterday.
it was like 2
right?
days ago.
$518,000 to be specific. You got to think the value of that ball has since plummeted quite a bit since he's likely going to
Oh.
throw another touchdown pass.
Well, you
Yeah.
never know.
I don't really feel bad for anyone that is bidding on sports memorabilia at that level because if they're bidding that, they can stand to take the L. But that does stink.
And Mike Evans, who is known to toss his touchdown balls into the crowd or hand them to someone on the front row, he was the one who chunked this one. Chunked. Doesn't matter.
I'm a chunk guy.
Threw this
we
one
know
into
this.
the stands. He also gave away the previous record-breaking football that they had to retrieve. Also, kind of funny. He's giving away 2 very valuable footballs.
Yeah, Mike. I think that's a Mike Evans problem. But
Yeah.
he's got to give him a talking to.
What's
He
his
probably-
deal?
He
Hey,
came back
man.
to be like, "Hey, Mike, can you not throw these fucking balls in the stand?"
Hey man, these
anymore,
balls
man?"
mean something to me, dog. Like maybe let me have them.
That's fair.
Yeah, man.
Also, Texas A&M great, Mike Evans.
And Aggies,
Shouts to them.
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice of you to redeem yourself
Yeah,
with
thank
them.
you.
So is Bay actually.
Oh, really?
People forget that.
She's a huge A&M fan.
No, she went there, but she's a 2%er.
Ooh, ja.
2%er,
What
huh?
does that mean?
What tax bracket's that?
She's
Oh.
a 2%er. No, not taxes.
Follow?
Huh?
You follow?
2%.
Is that bid over yet?
No.
It's just getting started.
We actually showed some restraint on today as we got more mileage
You
out of
understand
Will siphoning gas from vehicles.
You know that he does that,
That's kind of his thing.
and he sells it.
He can't stop.
Will DeFreeze.
Yeah, he siphons gas.
He
He
siphons
steals
gas
gas
and
via
sells it.
siphon.
Well, I mean, it's a very profitable time to be doing that.
And that's why he started it up
He's-
again. He used to do it way back in the day.
He's actually going to be on
kept
Celebrity Rehab for.
He
Siphoning.
kept all of his
Really?
siphoning
He can't
equipment.
stop. It's just
He
one.
just-
It's
he
just
just-
one
just,
thing.
He
A
repurposed
hose?
an old beer funnel he had.
Okay. And then now he siphons gas out of people's tanks.
Sucks it
Exactly.
right out.
Right.
Sucks your tank dry.
You got to be careful because it's it's lucrative, but you got to get the mouth out of there quick, or else
Look, you're gonna if
You're
you're
a
not
face
willing
full
to
of
get a little gasoline in your mouth, you're playing the
liquefied
wrong game.
dinosaur.
You're
Yeah,
playing the
that's true.
wrong game.
Maybe use a dental dam.
Oh God.
We learned about those in health class. in
Yeah.
seventh grade.
Okay. I think most people did.
You know what? No one's ever used those, right? Like,
I can't
I'm
imagine
not, even, not
anybody.
just us, but like anyone.
Nobody has ever used a dental dam ever.
Hold on, baby. Let me get my
I
dental
did.
dam.
I did once, but it was like
Was it Warheads flavor?
it was 2:30, so I was like, maybe this is the
Dentist
time
time.
to use it. Yeah,
Dentist time. Yeah.
that sucked.
That was a really bad joke.
Yeah, feel free to hit me in the face.
Come over here, bitch.
Parts will.
No, don't. He really will.
Yeah, he
It'll
totally
hurt.
will.
It's
He will.
harder than he
Hey,
looks.
buddy.
In addition to Tom Brady being back, we've got.
The joke is done though, right? Like Tom Brady was tired of his kids. I know we went viral. For
We were
that.
early on it. Shout
Yeah.
out Landry. We
But
did go vibe, but yeah, the joke has been made.
Yeah, I think he just wants to play football again, really, is what it comes down to. A lot
Why-
of people being like, oh, Giselle like asked him to like go to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably not it. He probably just wants to play football again, honestly.
Logistically, why would you announce it now though? Is it more for so the Butch can figure out free agency and things like that?
It's because, yeah, the
Okay.
timing is actually very intentional.
makes
Free
sense then.
agency opens up, like communications open up in like a day or two or something like that.
Oh, the legal tampering period.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
something along those lines. It was,
We learned about those in
it was
health class too.
methodic.
Legal tampering periods. Randy liked that one, Dave. That's better than the last one you made. Ooh,
Speaking of roster moves, did it surprise you to see Amari Cooper moved out of Dallas?
No,
The writing was on the wall. They basically told the world like, We're gonna release him to save some cap space. Which, I'm not gonna say I'm the foremost negotiator in the world, but I'm pretty good at it. You kind of lose your leverage when teams know like you're gonna cut them regardless. Maybe that's why they got a 5th and a 6th round pick for Amari Cooper. Top 5 route runners, maybe top 2 route runners in the league. When healthy.
Is he lost a step though?
I don't think so.
I think his problem was he was on a team with a lot of talented pass catchers and tends to be the number 1 guarded receiver.
I don't hate this move, but what that means is Michael Gallup, who was just signed, is obviously very injury prone. When healthy, he's a baller.
He got a
can
payday,
ball
too.
out.
You
He
see
can
that?
make some.
He got paid.
Yeah,
Like literally 2
I'm
seconds
a Gallup
after.
guy. I like him. I want
Coming
him to
off
stay healthy.
ACL.
I want him to stay healthy.
So if your dream scenario, you're going Gilbert to Gallup for 6.
Wow, it's triple G.
If Gary Gilbert's my starting quarterback, I've written off the season. That's how that goes.
You understand what
Don't
he's saying?
count him out. Don't count him out.
You follow me?
You follow him?
See where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Great fit in Cleveland, though. If you get Baker back healthy,
They let Landry go.
yeah, probably time.
To the Bills, I've heard.
Back?
Look out. They already have
Bills-
pretty good. I mean, Diggs and
But
no more
playoff
Bees, right?
standout. Well, that's the thing. Bees is he's kind of what's the word? Expendable at this point. Because they got Gabe Davis scoring 4 tutties before they,
That means touchdown.
blew the thing up.
that dude.
That's how
holy
cool
shit.
dudes say touchdowns.
Where did he come from?
I no idea. Gabe Davis. But I'll take him and Stephon Diggs and Jarvis Landry. How many guys like Southeastern Missouri State?
You are not going to believe it.
Okay.
UCF, home of
Oh.
Dan.
That's what most people think when they hear UCF. That's where Dan went.
He's the first person I ever met that not only went to UCF, but was a diehard UCF fan. Maybe the only UCF guy.
Home
I've
of
ever
Blake
met.
Bortles as well.
Blake Bortles as well. And once embarrassed you in a football throwing contest, as he is a professional.
It turns out Blake Bortles can throw a football farther than I can. Well, that wasn't a regulation ball. It was messed up.
Was it a
slick.
vortex
It
that
was,
went-
it was rubbery and slick. I couldn't get it.
Was not the best ball, but Blake didn't have any trouble throwing
He's
it.
got big hands.
He's a large guy.
6'5",
He dwarfed us,
big fella.
mainly
Speaking
me.
of big
Too
dudes,
bad I had to whip his ass.
you see who's the new Washington Commanders quarterback? Back to the NFC East.
Carson Wentz.
Noted carve attender.
Oh, you did see him at Carl.
Straight up
That
did.
dude
Yeah.
stinks.
Why was he
Straight
in
up
Austin?
I have no idea. But he was chilling with, I believe, his wife, I would imagine.
He is on the list of athletes that if I saw out in public, I would have absolutely no desire to go approach them.
No,
He
stinks, baby.
He was
He got the
so,
bag, though.
He was
Admit
so
that.
unconcerned with people approaching him. He was sitting right next to the bathroom.
He's basically inviting it.
Yeah. And I walked by, I was like, just kind of get my eyes up.
That's the worst seat in car, by the way.
Absolutely. And he was sitting at it.
That's tough. Why would you put Carson Wentz there? I know he is
Because he
not been
stinks,
great.
baby.
Does that put any fear? You're an NFC East guy. You call it the NFC Beast.
I do. Does that put fear into my soul that
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is not
Into
quarterbacking
that tight little soul of yours.
the Washington Commanders?
Yeah, I'm asking you the
Right.
question.
Um,
You follow me?
no, they stink. He stinks. They got stinkier together. Who cares?
I think the
They're
Cowboys
trash.
have gotten worse in the offseason. I don't think that's it remains to be seen what they can do with this receiver core. But even with the step back they've taken, don't know who in the NFC East beats them.
Oh, they're
it's
still
such a
gonna-
bad
They're
division.
still going to walk through the NFC East. Still walk through the division.
It's just weird when you're paying RB2 that much,
Are you
You
telling
want that
me
one back.
that you shouldn't draft a running back with, say, like a top 5 pick? Not only that, but after his rookie deal, you pay him like the largest running back deal ever
I just think it's you know what? I'm gonna
that you can't get
I'm
out
gonna stay
of.
away from talking smack about the Cowboys. I'm gonna say I think it's because Tony Pollard is that good.
No, Zeke is that bad.
Okay.
You can
Well,
say that. I mean, his
He's a
deal.
good pass
he
blocker.
stinks, baby.
His deal is absolutely tanking the team.
Okay, well, I didn't want to say it because I wanted to throw praise on Tony Pollard, but now that you've gone there, yeah, I completely agree.
You're
Terrible
telling me you can get a useful running back like not in the first round, like even the third or fourth round.
deal. Some say that it's possible.
There are
yes.
5 elite running backs and then 1,000 really good running backs.
And you,
I'm not even sure Zeke's in that. He's like a tier 3 running back.
He was tier 1 for his first few years.
Yes. Running backs in the NFL are a dime a dozen.
let's see, Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, all of which their teams are really good, right?
2 of those 3 can't stay on the field.
Saquon, you can't put him in the top tier right now.
Okay, let's
Can't.
go. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not drafting a running back in the first round.
No.
Jonathan Taylor.
I've always said that,
JT.
dog. That dude's cold.
Big year, but
But
they're
in 2 years,
they
he'll
made
be
the
like-
playoffs, right?
He'll be the best back in the league
In
this
2
year.
years, he'll rush for 850.
Although, wait, what are they going to do at quarterback?
Ellinger season, dude.
Is it really?
I don't know.
There's
I
no
mean,
way. They're going to bring.
They're gonna draft somebody.
Trubisky's went to the Steelers this morning.
That's really big. You're a big Trubisky
Think
guy.
of the biggest the fantasy running backs of the last couple. You think of like David Johnson in Arizona a couple years ago. They were really super good, right? Right. My point is, don't draft a running back in the first.
He's
round.
making a point here.
Joe Mixon got him to he's fine.
He's fine.
I feel like he's not a huge chunk of their offense, but he's useful. Samaje Perine, both OU running backs. Interestingly,
Now, if you have a running quarterback like Emmanuel Acho was saying on ESPN, I'm kidding.
Okay.
That was quite the point.
I need KJ here for all Acho takes because he. If you think you have an issue with Acho,
That dude stinks.
KJ, that is KJ's kryptonite.
He is the most cringeworthy TV personality across the board, not even just in sports, of recent memory.
And a commencement speaker at the University of Texas graduation to him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yikes.
Big news in the last few days, Deshaun Watson. Grand jury has chosen to not bring formal charges. He will not be facing trial in a criminal sense.
It's interesting given the testimony of like how many?
22.
Yeah. Well, you're innocent until proven guilty in America.
So I was thinking this. So they gave Zeke 6 games for one allegation that happened at Ohio State.
What if you bet like $1,500 total on a parlay? How many games would you get?
An entire season.
Really?
Correct. That's the news that dropped immediately after we recorded last week. It was, what's his name?
That
Cameron
is
Ridley.
No.
Calvin.
Calvin Ridley.
not
I almost
Cameron.
said Jerry Judy.
Calvin Ridley.
Equally good Alabama
Mm-hmm.
graduate.
Mm-hmm. Does Deshaun get a whole year? There is precedent there. What did they suspend Big Ben?
For his allegation?
His allegation.
I don't remember.
His bathroom stall
Yeah.
situation.
Well, so this is me just being dumb here. Like if
He got 6 games.
If he was not, charged with anything, does he get any games?
Zeke was not charged with anything.
Okay, so the president would say yes.
Yeah.
But I don't I have no idea. If
Okay.
you told me he plays day 1, or if you told me he's
Or is it like
8, I don't know.
time already served since he's been
Yeah.
sitting out? He was iced out by the Texans.
Correct.
Well,
Not a
And-
formal suspension.
Still one of the more bizarre stories in sports. Not only obviously the allegations are horrible, but just the whole Houston's Texans front office, the attorney that was representing a lot of the plaintiff or a lot of the victims.
Who's the guy that was like the team chaplain that now runs
Easterby.
Scott Easterby.
Still in the front office.
Interesting. Okay.
So let's say Houston gets like 3 firsts for Deshaun. I don't think that's that outlandish. Do you? If you're a Texans fan, do you trust that front office to make the right picks? Probably not.
You think he's worth 3 firsts?
That's what somebody threw out there. I don't think so because he's gonna have to sit potentially for half a season, and the fact that like that stigma is gonna be the face of your franchise. That's very odd. That's
He
not
hadn't played football for 2 years.
yeah.
like the popular thought is New Orleans or Carolina. I don't know how much longer Matt Rule's in Carolina. Matt Rule does
Whoa.
not strike me as a guy who wants that on his team. He's always been a quote character guy. Now maybe if whether or not he actually is, that's up for debate. But that's kind of been his MO. At least it was like in the college ranks. In the NFL, it's a different animal, but that's still so odd. If you're that fan base,
Yeah, or are you like super pumped about your franchise quarterback being allegedly getting 22 women to, do stuff against their will?
yeah, or doing stuff to yourself.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's very uncomfortable for everybody. And like assuming these civil cases don't get settled, like more stuff's going to come out. Like there's going to be depositions, there's going to be testimony.
Is there going to be like an appeal situation? Like what is I don't know. I haven't followed it closely enough.
I mean, once the grand jury, that's their decision. That's their decision. So he's good unless something else comes out. He's good criminally speaking, but it's the civil trial that is going to hang over his head. And I imagine he's just going to try to pay these people off. But I don't know. It's tough.
Klein just sent a very rude text
what do you say
to the group. Just realized Ellen DeGeneres is a significantly more famous 4 non-consecutive E person.
Yeah,
we don't need that.
Why
right
did he
now.
come at your neck
We
like
don't need
literally
significantly? I mean, she's maybe like 2% more famous than I am. Not a big deal. I wouldn't say significant.
I think you might be like just a little bit under.
Nah.
You know what?
underestimating her.
You are easier to work with than she is, apparently.
Thank you,
Yeah.
David.
Does not have the best reputation
you,
amongst her
David.
employees.
Also 2 non-consecutive in her first name. Interesting.
You don't have any.
No. Thanks, Klein.
Quite the aside there.
Saw Klein this weekend. Great dude.
Hey, Russ is going to the Denver Broncos. Speaking of Klein,
Oh yeah.
nice tie in there.
Altitude.
Wow. You crushed that.
How do you think that's going to work? That's a pretty stacked division. AFC West, that is. You follow me?
That was the Twitter's reaction to it. Was like, man, look at the NFC or AFC West. It's quite the lineup out there. And yeah. But then they tend to cannibalize each other, and everybody ends up, 9-8, I guess
Mhm.
now. And it's like, oh, they're not that good. Well, actually, everybody just beats each other because they have good quarterbacks.
Sure.
You got, what, Jared Judy? Who else is up there?
JJ,
Oh, the dude from SMU. Cortland Sutton.
great dude.
He's still out there?
Oh yeah, he can ball. They used to have Deshaun Hamilton out of Penn State, but he is no longer with the team as of like Saturday. We'll see.
Little change of scenery.
I don't know if he has a
Much
team
needed.
around him right now in Denver to make much happen, but
Someone said he's going to put together just a really impressive, like, cringe, like, mountain-y content portfolio. How
He gets fits off, though. You have to admit that.
He doesn't.
You know who his wife is? His wife is Sierra.
do you think Sierra's moving to Denver?
I know that he's like a very successful NFL quarterback, but she's
Correct.
way out of his league. Way out of his
Absolutely.
league.
You know who her
She's
ex is,
fantastic.
right?
Future.
Correct.
Their son's name is also Future. But
Very cool.
It's not his stage name, it's his actual name.
What's Future's stage name? Or what's Future's real name?
Something Hendricks. What's his name?
Marty.
I don't think it's Marty Hendricks.
It's Marty
no.
Polychronopoulos.
Who's Marty Hendricks?
Future. That's kind of a cool name.
Marty
honestly.
Hendricks? It's a good name.
I thought that was like a NASCAR driver.
Oh,
that you
I was
knew.
way off. His name is Navadius Damon Wilburn.
You were really close, though, with
I think-
Hendricks.
I think you made
Hendricks
a
is a thing. I think he's called himself Hendricks on an album.
Yeah.
We sound really informed right now.
Navadius. You should have just gone by Navadius. That's kind of sick.
Future's
syllables.
a good name.
4 syllables.
That's right. How many non-consecutive E's?
0.
Okay. I wonder why Klein thought of that. That's just bizarre.
Yeah, what's his freaking problem?
Anything else in the NFL?
excited for Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. Good
Hey,
people.
give me a stadium update for your Buffalo Bills. I mean, I feel like that's something that like they've got great ownership, very successful, and they'll probably pay for the entire stadium.
All right. Well, in the words of one Bill Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he say
Yeah.
that one time? When
He
they got
said,
the HBO show, because he
I-
has the personality of a.
I think billionaires, you follow me? See where I'm going with this? They should pay, you know where I'm going with this, their own stadiums, their own fucking stadiums.
Yeah. Well, the Pagulas are not. They're not doing that.
Okay.
So he's worth Terry and Kim collectively worth about $6 billion as it stands today.
What are they oil and gas? Plastics?
Natural gas.
Natural
specifically,
gas.
Yes.
They're doing quite well right now.
They're doing just fine. They are. Have you heard of the technique called fracking?
I know all about it.
Yeah, they're big frackers in the Pennsylvania area. So they decided to build a new stadium, which is sorely needed. The Ralph Wilson New Era Field, whatever it's called now, is very old. So there's a lot across the street they're going to build a new stadium on for about $1.4 billion. Now, you probably pay for that, public-private, partnership as one does, but they decided to have about 70% of it be public funded. So $1 billion of the 1.4 coming out of the pockets of New York State.
They're job creators, man. What part of that don't you understand?
Yeah, they're
trickle down.
they're also assholes. So
You've hated them for a long time.
yeah, I really despise pretty much everything about them.
I
Actually.
think every appearance you've ever made on this podcast, we have somehow shit on the Pagulas.
Well, they also own a hockey team that I'm a large fan of called the Sabres. That they are 3 GMs and 4 head coaches into their tenure of, and have yet to make the playoffs.
They let my dog, the Ike Man, out the door.
Well, yeah, to your team, the Vegas Golden Knights. It's correct.
You guys hear about this?
Yeah, it happened a long time ago.
We saw him score a goal.
We did see him score a goal.
They
It was
wouldn't
very
let
nice.
him get a surgery.
He dangled his little dick off, slipped it by. 5-hole. No, 3-hole. I don't remember.
Brett's trying to do real sports talk over here, and you're
No,
over
it's
talking
okay.
about dangling
I
dick.
just and they've turned Buffalo into a laughing stock, and they don't deserve to win a Super Bowl. They don't deserve to win a Stanley Cup. They should sell the Sabres. They run the team like it's a fucking Mickey Mouse organization.
They sell hats that look like they have jizz on them.
Oh yeah, they
Say
do.
the J word,
Guess,
man.
guess, hey,
Look.
guess who designed that hat? A member of the Pagula family.
What? That's terrible.
They hire
I just realized,
it's
sorry.
nepotism
What?
at its finest.
Oh.
I didn't even think about it. I'm sorry.
We're saying-
That is a bad hat.
Yeah, it's a bad hat. Why are they doing money shot hats?
Is
I tried to see. I with a little one in the room. I had
It's
to
drippy.
divert.
yeah, I did the opposite, and I apologize. It's they someone said we need drip, and they took it literally, as
It's not great.
it were.
Anyway, so they're going to build a new stadium. It's going to be done in 5 years, at a cost of $1.4 billion. $1 billion of which is coming directly from New York State and the taxpayers. So the Pagulas skate out quite nicely in this arrangement.
It's just what Western New York needs.
Right. Public funds going to a stadium when they're, booming economy and lots of job creation and nobody leaving Western New York for greener pastures.
If I were them, I would build it near Niagara Falls.
Why is that, Dave?
So like you could just look at part of the stadium is built and it looks out over the falls.
You got to think the land surrounding the falls are pretty
Top dollar.
non-developable.
That also Niagara Falls retreats by like a foot a year. So they would just keep moving.
No, these colors don't run. That's what I was told.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's a different group you hang out with.
Go Bills.
Hey, are your thoughts running in an endless circle?
Sometimes they do, man.
Mine be like that a lot. Busy times here. It's been stressful. That's why Headspace is a great sponsor.
Love Headspace.
And let me just get out in front of this. As you are aware, we used Headspace before we didn't even know they sponsored podcasts. We were just using it.
That's facts.
Then they came to us like, hey, we'd like to sponsor your podcast. We're like,
I used it for like a full year before we ever heard from them about sponsoring the pod.
with the stresses of the last year, it's more important than ever to practice living healthier and happier lives. So what if a few minutes was all it took to change your relationship with stress and anxiety, transforming your life for the better? That's the power of meditation with Headspace. Our thoughts can be confusing enough. Meditation doesn't have to be. I will admit, when I sat down, I was like, all right, I need to meditate. I need to try something. It was intimidating for me. This is before I knew about Headspace. I'm like, well, wait, how long do I have to sit here? And I don't know how to breathe. They make it easy. They make it convenient.
For beginners, I can't imagine there's a better one to use. Like, I knew nothing about meditating. I knew I wanted to try it. Someone recommended Headspace, download it, and they walk you through everything, make it so simple.
It's
and
all in
so
one
effective.
app.
Absolutely love it.
They make it easy to catch your breath and make time for your mental health. And it's one of the most science-backed meditation apps in the world, proving meditation does work. A study proves that in just 2 weeks, Headspace can reduce your stress by 14%. I'd take that.
Who wouldn't take that?
I don't know.
It's
Certainly no one
It's
here.
a great Dua Lipa song too. Meditating.
Thank you.
Yeah. I didn't know anybody could tank a podcast more than me. You just... I like their SOS mini meditation for a quick breather. They relieve stresses, bring me a moment of peace amongst my daily chaos. It's great for winding down at night. Find some Headspace at headspace.com/ ooh, I might have the wrong copy here. What is our
/bang, Dave.
/bang? Sorry, I had the wrong podcast. Headspace.com/bang. And that's going to get you 1 month free of their entire meditation library. It's the best Headspace offer available. So go to headspace.com/bang today. Want to talk hockey? Want to talk a little cold stove?
Talking puck?
Cold stove.
Man, big puck episode.
Or no, yeah, let's give you your
I'll go-
seg, and then
I'll
we'll
be
go
quick.
right into golf.
I'll be quick. Cold Stove Pod at Cold Stove Pod on Twitter. Listen to Cold Stove Podcast with NRD and myself. Stars were buzzing, Dave, and then your boy Miro had to go hit Bottled Blonde, maybe, perhaps.
He got the mono.
He got kissing
follow?
disease, Dylan.
He was sucking face at the club. What happened?
Yeah.
Miro Heiskanen.
He might have been sucking
Have the Golden
Mitch
Knights
Trubisky style, if you know what I
recovered
mean.
from the skid they've been on?
Absolutely not. They can't win a game.
Yeah.
You know, actually, kind of the rumor is that Miro got it sucking gas out of another vehicle.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could get mono that way.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's kind of a first of its kind.
What's the Golden Knights' problem?
Some
No cohesion?
Some are saying the Ike man isn't playing well with his new teammates.
They need
Yeah,
time
I
to
noticed
gel,
that
man.
when we went to the game.
Hey, they need
Dave was
time
saying.
to mesh. I'm showing mesh with my hands.
It's also
right now.
hard. March Stone is out.
Stone Man out.
yeah,
Right.
Stone.
Is everybody just man to you? What do you call Marchessault?
The
Marshmallow Man?
The March Man. Do I love Marchessault?
He's a great player. He's a fantastic player. Their
The dude can,
goaltending
like,
is they're
skate.
up and down. Robin Leonard's hurt. That doesn't help.
He's also kind of a putz.
Well, okay. He's got a lot of mental health issues, Dylan.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No.
I didn't
keep
know
going.
that, man.
Right after the Headspace read.
No, that's my guy. That's my guy. Well, I might recommend Headspace to him.
Oh, okay, thanks. I'm sure he'll use promo code BANG.
No, tell you what, the Jack Eichel came back to Buffalo to a raucous crowd of boos.
Boo, how did it sound?
It was like the whole
Boo.
stadium was. It was the most attended game of the year. Boo! Fuck you, Jack. You didn't want to be here, so we don't want you. Fuck you guys.
And they jacked his neck up.
The fans just believe everything the Padulas are spoon feeding them. It's disgusting.
Be better, Western New York.
Be better. Be better is right. Dallas is playing well. They're not going to trade John Klingberg to the deadline because Miro is out with mono.
Tough one for Ottinger last night.
He'll bounce back. He's a good goalie.
You never want to see 7 goals.
Trade deadline is a week from today, Dave.
It's big. Didn't you guys break a story? Didn't you guys break weren't you early on the Pav story?
The Pavelski news. Yeah, I got a source in the building. He said Pavs are going to stay. So that's basically all I reported.
Look at this guy doing the serious sports stuff. How many
Serious
sources
sports.
do you
The
have?
Pavster.
Hey, motherfucker. Sorry. How many sports sources do you have?
I don't have any hockey sources, man.
No?
I just know all the lingo. I'm one of those guys.
He's a fill-in host, and he's got more sources than you.
He also has a hockey podcast with a guy who specializes in
No,
having.
you're
a
in the
source.
weak zone right now.
His guy is the source.
Yeah, I got that source. San's my guy. He's got sources,
You
dude.
say songs?
He did say Sans. I thought that was weird too.
What?
I
What's
thought
wrong
it
with
was
Sands.
Sans.
Sands.
Songs.
Sans.
Sans?
Enchilada, same thing.
It's just not.
Worst to ever do it.
Pronounce words.
Oh, I'm just kidding, man.
That's the hockey minute, man. Austin Matthews, noted scumbag, was suspended 2 games for cross-checking Rasmus Dahlin.
I saw
in
that.
the face.
Thank you, Pete Blackburn, for putting that out there.
Thank you, Pete, for a lot of things. He's a good dude.
He's kind of he's honestly how I follow the rest of the league, because I pretty much just follow the Stars, and then I just see what Pete tweets.
He's good at it.
He's really good at it.
Austin
hockey
Matthews
guy.
is pretty good, though, man.
That's a great
good.
take.
He's good.
Austin with an O.
Sounds like there's a new hockey guy. Maybe you should host the hockey pod
Maybe take a seat back, step back,
and a seat back.
and a seat back. I got a college baseball minute for y'all, which is really just a Texas Longhorn baseball
do you?
minute.
Who's number one?
Was
now,
this
though?
how the Bobcats just absolutely embarrassed them on their home diamond?
No, it's not it.
Okay.
actually. But
I'm
they
sorry.
Did, they did drop 2 over the weekend. Texas did to South Carolina.
Oh, that's weird. That's because I was looking at the rankings.
That's
and
okay.
I saw Texas is now number 2.
It's baseball. You're going to lose some
Behind,
games.
Who cares? Baseball. You're gonna drop games, dog.
Yeah, what part of that
Who's
don't
number
you
one now?
understand? Why don't you understand that?
Ole Miss Rebs are number 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Anyway, this in spite of dropping 2 over the weekend, Ivan Melendez, aka the Hispanic Titanic, aka the Latino Bambino, continues his tear. He has 7 bombs now.
Boy, I dropped a 2 over the weekend.
He hit a home run 493 feet.
Was that real or was that just somebody being like hyperbole?
Oh no, he did, dude.
Holy shit!
The dude, he's averaging like 460 a home run.
Dude, no, they're juicing that. That's not. There's no way he's going to force it. Although they do use metal bats.
Dave, he hit one 493.
He's not taking.
Yeah,
winning
with his titanium alloy bat or whatever.
Dave doesn't know that they took the pop out of bats in college baseball. He doesn't.
They
realize
took the
that.
pop
They
out.
really did.
Yeah,
Now it's
he
just
doesn't realize
in
that.
Little League. Remember, used to like I was kind of the
It
last
was a safety
year
issue, Dave.
of non-composite bats.
How is Victor Hovland? Sorry, he's one back. I'm sorry. That's I got a little excited. He's my favorite player.
It was a safety issue. They'd take pop out of bats because
Like they were so they were playing doorknob in the middle of the game. You ever played that as a kid?
Isn't that when you fart and
That's
you have
when
to
you
touch
fart.
a doorknob?
Yeah, but if
What does that have to do with composite bats?
because you say safety and that protects you. If you say safety before somebody calls doorknob, you're protected from getting punched.
That's
by your
where
friends.
that's where your brain went when I said it was a safety issue.
Yeah, it's yeah. Randy knows. Randy's punched his friends.
Man, Randy, usually
Anyway.
Adam does cold stove. Randy might be doing cold stove. He's laughing a lot. This
Anyway,
I
keep an eye on Ivan
I do every
keep an
show
eye
for
on
Randy.
Ivan Melendez.
is he
moving
drafted by a team yet?
forward. I don't know if he's been draft eligible up to this point. I think
Okay.
he's
Baseball's weird, right? You're either get drafted at 18 or you have to wait till you're.
you can go JUCO and be like eligible immediately,
Okay.
or you go to D1 and you got to wait
It's
3 years.
Division 1.
3 years.
He's 22. He's from El Paso. Didn't know that.
Well, he's the Hispanic Titanic.
Does he go yard a lot?
Yeah, he hits.
Oh, he
dingers.
started playing for Odessa College, JUCO.
There's so many good players that start out at a JUCO.
I know.
I just explain why.
Because kids don't want to pay like $1,200 to go to the Perfect Game Academy and get like number 97 on their chest, and then they get scouted and they have a 1-day like camp where guys offer scholarships. It's so
Pour one
dumb.
out. Pour one out for also a junior college transfer. One of the bullpen catchers for the Texas Longhorns. Who, was caught on video taking a pull from a flask mid-game in San Marcos,
suspended.
which of course that happened in San Marcos.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was
What
a
could have
blend
been-
transfer.
Well, what could it have been? Gatorade? Like
It was a flask. It's very unlikely. I don't think most people are putting Gatorade in flasks. Could be done. Maybe it was a liquid IV.
yeah, maybe it was a joke. Maybe he was like, oh yeah, I'm doing. I don't know.
Is
man.
he off the team or is it just like a?
I don't know. I know he's not their starting catcher because that dude is an absolute baller.
I know that's an idiotic move, and you shouldn't drink mid sporting event, even if you are not going to actually play. I feel bad for him. He's a kid. He got caught up. He's in San Marcos. People just drink heavily when they're there.
I don't think it's like the end of his career or anything.
I saw indefinite
You said
suspension.
he's a bullpen catcher for Texas.
I don't know if he's the bullpen catcher, but he's on the team basically.
He's like he's
Preferred walk.
he has a jersey.
Okay. That's tough. That's tough.
Their catcher though, Silas Ardoin, is a baller. Check him out.
That sounds like a Star Wars character.
It's a great name.
Reminds me when I got kicked off the ball team.
For
What'd
doing
you
what?
do?
I was siphoning the coach's gas right out of his truck,
I didn't
selling
realize
it on the
that.
black market,
Damn.
$5 a pop.
You were charging more
Mm-hmm.
than
Didn't make any
you could get at
sense.
the pump.
Yeah,
So why are people buying it from you?
because my gas was super fantastic.
Because you would come to them.
I had that Bing Bong.
Dave was early. That business model doesn't exist. He'd bring the gas to you.
Yeah,
I have to update that.
I was kind of. They were calling me the milkman.
Called
but
Dave
instead of
AAA.
They're like always the milkman, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. In this case, milk was gasolina. And I was just bringing it right
around.
to your doorstep. You
what-
done?
What'd you bring it? What'd you bring it in? You have like one of those trucks?
Yeah, no, I did. I know I had like an inflatable kiddie pool in the bed
Oh.
of my truck, my F-350,
Right.
and I would just siphon it right into that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't it evaporate pretty quick?
Yeah.
That's why the business no longer.
Yeah, well, yeah, our margins weren't great. Did you guys watch any Players Championship? It's still going on as we speak.
It is. I just
saw
learned that
the,
Hove was in second place.
I don't know what happened. I know Hove had a hole-in-one this morning and finishing up his third round, but he's now one off the lead. You've got Lahiri, the Indian-born player, and then Cam Smith, the Aussie, tied at 10 under. But we're not here to give you live updates. We're here to talk about Randy, the highlight that everyone's talking about. I don't know if you guys saw this shot. We're going to have Randy play it because I sent it to him on Slack.
Well, Dylan's anti-shots, right?
It's a vaccine joke. Maybe?
Play
What
the
is that?
video, Randy.
Play the video. Did you guys see this? This is the highlight. This is one of the more amazing putts you'll ever see. Hit play on that bad boy.
Track the line that he wants. Doesn't look like
That's
he's
weird.
leaning
How'd they
left
do the
at all.
stadium?
Okay.
He will
Yeah.
break a little left at the start.
So this,
What's this?
I know that like the trophy,
it's a guy made of gold.
it's the guy from the top of the
that's-
trophy, right?
Correct. He's made of
Better
gold.
than most.
The old double
Wait,
break.
wait. Watch this, Dylan.
Is better than most.
Wow.
Better than
Unlike
most.
your video, we saw it go in the hole.
Wow, that putt he made looked like, not like the Tiger putt.
Man,
Well,
he's
mixed
going
reality
crazy.
with that Tiger moment. We showed this to Tiger.
Thanks, Mike.
And we'll show you his reaction.
Weird.
Track the
Did
line
they,
that he
Okay.
wants.
Man.
They're all in on this gold, man. And it's a real love it or hate it thing. For me personally, like in that setting, maybe just show the highlight of Tiger Woods. I feel like it's sufficient. I don't need to see what it would have looked like should Tiger have been made of pure gold.
With a gold ball as
With
well.
a gold ball and a gold putter, weirdly enough. Just everything he touches turns to gold, literally.
So are people just shitting all over this?
Most are. Some people are ironically being like, no, I like it. Me, I don't know why.
Put me in the like it,
Hey,
like it camp.
who wins in a fight, Goldman or Fox Robot?
Ooh.
The Fox Robot? Are you kidding? The dude's jacked.
Yeah, but he's not made of gold.
Doesn't matter. That doesn't help you in a fight.
Gold is very malleable. That's true.
Gold is great to own in these volatile times.
I own digital gold.
Yeah.
They used to
Mike-
call me digital gold because my
Yeah.
digital blogs were gold.
Actually, I don't, honestly.
Oh.
I haven't bought Bitcoin since 2017. I do own a Serge Ibaka dunk if anybody's interested.
That'll be
I'll buy
good.
it for 1 cent on the dollar.
That would be a loss of a lot of money on my part, so I'm going to have to say no.
What'd you spend on it?
Too much.
4 digits?
Yep.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
No, you
What-
didn't.
What has the
Swear to
value
God,
done
swear to
since
God.
then?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I told myself.
On Serge Ibaka?
Yeah. I
What has the
told
value
myself.
done?
Wait, was this Serge Ibaka when he was still on the Thunder like a
Dave,
decade
this
ago?
is when Top Shot was absolutely cooking.
No.
A Serge Ibaka.
Yeah. It was it's like a rare pack.
Ooh, yeah. sounds sick.
Okay.
So it's number like
Hey.
6 out of 200.
Can you tell me what roster he was on when you
No,
acquired it?
Dave,
Can you tell me what
I have
roster
no
he's on
clue.
now? He
I was trying to flip it immediately.
no buyers?
Has
No.
the value gone down?
That sounds like
Absolutely.
that's how my siphoning business ended.
I was
I just
like,
had this truck full of gasoline and no one
Nobody
would buy
wanted to
it.
buy it at a premium?
I told myself this is the
From
dumbest
some guy
thing.
named Dave?
This is the dumbest
What's
thing
that
of all
mean?
time, buying Top Shot NFTs. And I
Brett.
did it, and like I had predicted,
Brett.
it's the dumbest thing of all time.
I can't believe you spent.
When you used to tell us
If
about
you would have
this,
said 3 digits, I would have been like, "That's insane."
No.
I thought you spent like $28 on it when you told us about it.
No.
You know, I
I'll
gotta
show
say-
you.
So I put $100 into a Top Shot account when it first started. Never did anything because everything was too expensive.
And you can't get your $100.
I tried to get it back, and this was like 4 months ago. It still has not been put back into my account.
Oh my God.
That's the metaverse, man.
I can't imagine if I had spent 4 digits.
Brett, unload that thing, man. It's not gonna like magically
Dylan,
go
I
up one day.
can't.
Here you
I
go.
literally,
Brett.
nobody will buy it for a cent, like
Brett.
you said. Oh boy.
I've got good news. There isn't out here. He is on the Milwaukee Bucks roster.
Okay.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
So I just need to hope for him to go off.
You need another finals run, and you need him to play significant minutes. And then maybe you can get some of your money back. I'm laughing, but I really do feel bad for you.
No, don't feel bad. I knew going in what I was doing. I said, this is the dumbest wave of all time. This is a peak.
Do you spend under $2,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was literally the first 4-digit possible. It's $1,000.
So Goldman, are we in or out?
I'm in.
I'm in on Goldman.
Sometimes I like cringe content. It's kind of cringy.
Yeah, they're gonna keep running them out there.
I mean, he needs to be a part of the festivities going forward.
Yeah.
He's unique to the players though. He's not gonna be at the John Deere
Correct.
hitting putts.
Correct.
If I were the players though, I'd guerrilla market it and have them like put him in the stands. Goldman.
We need him at the Ryder Cup. We need him out there rooting on the boys.
His swing stinks.
It's
though.
bad. Real bad move over the top.
Like, that's an intern that had to do like he had to put on the video game like buttons.
Dude, it's not even like it looks like it's from a computer game from like the early 90s.
No, it's terrible.
It's really bad. What else? Big story was the weather. Rain, 4 inches of rain, and then wind as the cold front blew through. You know about this cold front.
Shouts to the guy that always tweets us cold front pictures.
Love it.
I'm a huge fan.
Beautiful. Unfortunately, these guys had to go play Sawgrass as 35 mile an hour winds blew through, 40 mile an hour gusts. 17, I don't know how much you actually watched it, but it was great television. It was really fun to watch. It just looked uncomfortable. Shout out to JT and Bubba's. They had the only two to have bogeyless rounds that day, which is insane. It is insane to make your way around that course without a bogey.
You see
those conditions.
cool guy Brooks hit a tee shot on 17 and just start laughing because he was like, haha, like, dude, like, no, like, no way anybody's gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit it and
He's
laugh.
sneaky,
and then go in the water.
Has a ton of golf balls he's hitting to the water on that hole.
He's 20 over on the hole in his last 17 holes.
That's not good.
17.
That doesn't bode well for my Brooks Koepka to win pick.
No.
Yeah, I think he's out of it.
Hey, it's almost tournament time in Austin, Texas, by the way. We got the Dell Match Play next week.
Ooh.
And we'll be there.
What'd you shoot
That's
when you
right.
played the course last week?
71.
Really? That's awesome because Randy's putting together a video. Should really showcase you shooting 71.
He might edit it to make it look like I didn't shoot 71, but
Oh, okay.
That'll be kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we speak, it's still Lahiri, Cam Smith. Hove has bogeyed a hole. He's at 8, but he's still in it. Paul Casey at 8, Berger at 8. By the time people listen to this, it's going to be over, and
Correct.
I apologize. But I'm still horny for it.
Wow.
Sorry.
Of course.
I keep forgetting. Anything else? Oh, yeah. Did you see Brooks go hatless? So windy he went hatless. Alyssa walked in and just looked at his hair. It's, remember he bleached it a few weeks ago. It's grown out. And she just goes, what the F is he doing?
she's got frosted tips now or what?
Pretty much.
We did because
know, man.
the
I
wind
think
was blowing it off, right?
He's having kind of like a midlife crisis, it feels like. Like, who is Brooks Koepka? He did that cool article, like Jupe Life, where they all got that puff piece about where they live. And then ever since then, he's been.
But that was the definition of a puff piece.
It really was.
What else? Anything else you guys want to do before we run it back? No sports party today.
Tournament starts. Basketball,
dude,
that is.
Yeah,
basketball
dude.
tournament.
I don't know about you guys. My bracket's already busted.
Yeah, I remember that from last
I mean,
episode.
I may as well not even do one. I'm so bad at it.
Oh, the first big upset. Oh, my bracket's done. Yeah, everyone's is
Oh.
done. No one picked that.
Oh, any glaring omissions from the tournament? Like any teams like that you can think of off the top of your head that aren't going to
No,
be?
I think the NCAA did a fantastic job with picking everybody and leaving out specific teams that I won't comment about. But I think
So,
they did it. They did
like
a great
such
job.
as
They did their job.
Who's Texas going to lose to in the first round? Who'd they get?
Marquette? No, it's Marquette, North Carolina, and I think they'll have to play that.
Texas
winner.
will absolutely not show up.
How did Texas get a 6 seed?
Dude, what's big is that Texas, if they beat Virginia Tech and Purdue beats Yale, it's a showdown in the washed media office.
There's no way Texas beats Purdue.
No.
Not after what I mean. Chris Beard has called out that his team
Texas is gutless.
that's essentially what he said.
Didn't they have like the best recruiting class in the nation this past
No.
year?
It did not. Not even close.
I may as well do an NIT bracket. I think I would do better at that.
Texas won the NIT like 2.
They
3
did.
years-
That was
3 years
big. It
ago.
really springboarded their.
That was sick.
Their program.
Was that Shaka?
Man, I'm really excited for my I don't have a team. Rock Chalk.
Who you rocking with?
Chalk.
Okay.
Jayhawks.
Really?
Yeah, Caroline's dad went there.
Oh. Big
Dude,
12
he
conference.
is-
Big
he-
12 tournament champs.
He is such a dedicated fan. He hasn't watched a game live in years because he can't take the stress of it. So he records them and watches them after.
I feel that so
once he
much.
Dude,
knows-
I
once he knows
completely
what
understand.
happened.
I feel that, dude. I cannot watch college basketball.
It's incredible.
It's insane, especially when your team is clearly like if you're watching them play a random 16 seed, like Baylor's going to play Norfolk State, which is they are a good team. They probably shouldn't even be a 16 seed. You just start once you see they got a guy gets hot, hits a couple threes, they're up, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, it's so
They're doing this.
they're
Down
doing the
court, and it's
goggles,
like, oh, here we go.
raising their antennas.
Hey, can I put Baylor on upset alert? Not in their first game, not in their second game, but those St. Mary's Gales. They can
Oh,
shoot.
yeah?
They can shoot the lights out.
Damn. You want to run it back?
Do you actually know this, or is this just a
I know
wild
this
guess?
specifically from the one game where St. Mary's played Gonzaga in the WAC championship, and I learned about it then.
okay?
They still lost, but they can shoot according to Bill. What's his name?
Lambeer.
No,
Cosby.
What's the fuck's name? Pac-12 guy. He does all
Bill
the
Walton.
psychedelic. Bill Walton. Yeah.
He's my go-to for college basketball. Dylan, you wanted to run it
Let's
back?
run it back. The segment during which we talk about what we already talked about.
I'm gonna play the party music because we didn't party today.
Brett put one in the net. Didn't go top shelf on him though. Likely can't even dangle.
That's false. Well,
Dave
true,
can't even-
False. True.
Dave can't even sneak one past the goalie with a wrister.
Ooh.
I'll show you a wrister.
Ooh.
I don't know. Okay. Will siphons gas and sells it.
He's not even here.
Carson Wentz stinks, baby.
That's true,
Klein
he
is a
does.
rude jerk.
Oh yeah, f that guy.
Ike man out. Stone man out. Marchessault still dope.
I for what it's worth, Eichel's still good. He's just not. He's having a rough time right now.
Right. Right. We know. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Dave would siphon gas and for some reason sold it for more than the pump charges you.
All right,
An interesting.
He's a businessman.
look,
Interesting
man, you
endeavor.
live and you learn.
And finally, Brett spent $1,000 on a Serge Ibaka NFT.
Yep.
Wait,
Hey,
it may have been
hey,
more than
yeah.
that. We just know
No,
the digits.
No, it was.
He said $1,000.
Yeah, it was right around there.
And that concludes Run It Back.
I cannot get over that, dude. I'm sorry.
That's why I've never wanted to tell you guys until right this
I kind of wish I didn't know that.
publicly on a podcast.
It's was it worth now? Like 4.
That's what I'm trying to find.
Let's
out.
get a live update on its current value.
Yeah, I
can't
really.
even-
I think
don't
that-
even. I can't
you don't even
sign
know your
into
They
my-
took it
password.
off the board.
He can't get into his top shot. He got hacked.
Dude, it's blockchain.
I would love
What
to
don't
get
you get?
hacked. Somebody would hack me and be like, "Ooh,
Oh no, you having to reset, do like a confirmation code. You're gonna have to do the prove you're not a robot thing. This
Do you
could
need me
take
to explain
hours.
to you how blockchain works?
yeah, please."
I have no idea. I'm not sure anybody does.
I tried to do the thing where I get in early enough on this thing, so my username is NFL Moments, because I want the NFL to buy it from me for much more than my thing is worth.
You think that'll happen?
Yeah, Serge Ibaka. That's what I'm trying to sell it for.
Let me see this 6 slam dunk that you paid
Oh,
$1,000
yeah,
for.
Here you go. Check it out.
Oh yeah,
Is
man.
it a cool dunk?
Dude, it's throwdown.
Let me see. Turn it this
I mean,
way,
it's
dog.
a good dunk.
Toronto Raptors. Serge Ibaka.
I could also get that highlight like in a number of other places.
Wait, what's it worth, fool?
Well, that's what I'm trying to sell it for. Let's see. Let's see the.
You want more than double?
I can't believe no one's buying it.
It was recently sold for $500 March 10th.
Okay, you need to cut. Yeah, dude,
Cut your losses.
cut your losses. Do a short sale.
Wait. Yeah, March 10th is the last time it sold.
I'll give you $20 for it right now. Right now. Just transfer it to
That's
me.
actually, honestly, that's more than I thought it would be sold for. So
Instead of a Christmas bonus next year, we're gonna buy your NFT for $100.
Yeah, then you watch like flip it when it gets like.
Well, yeah,
bad.
Surge goes
Yeah.
to like
Surge goes
20 and
off.
10 in the finals, and we sell it.
Just hold out
Okay.
for his retirement. It might spike.
That money is so far gone out of my brain.
That's
That
I
I
love
might-
that feeling.
Like if I sold it for that right now, Dave, I'd be thrilled. I'd be like, that's $500 that I didn't expect to ever see again. And my numbers are better than these guys.
I don't know what any of that means. We gotta go.
It's blockchain technology.
I want my
David.
chips with the dip. That's all I
Please,
know.
somebody buy
I
it.
don't want my
Bye.
chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.